Have you ever wondered how a vending machine can help to automate and digitalize your processes? Let me give you a snapshot of some of the use cases that are being used in Japan. So I'm going to take you in a few places here around Japan to show you how they're utilizing vending machines to remove the manual steps that typical employees and customers usually have to go through. All right, so let's go and I'll show you a couple of them. In terms of use cases, we can categorize them into two categories. One like general use, and as well as some of them that are more specialized. For general use, I'm talking about things that you can do on a day-to-day basis, like everyday activities that people do from morning to evening, whereas these specialized ones are the ones that maybe cover things that you do once in a while that you don't typically have to engage in, but sometimes they come out and you need to figure out a quick way to get to your product or solution, either as a consumer or even as a company. So let's take a look at those two groups and see what we come up with in terms of some very practical examples and how this is being addressed in the Japan economy. The first use case of the vending machine is ticketing. So here in Japan, if you're going to buy your tickets, you don't really need to speak to anybody. You go to the ticketing machines and you're able to put in your instructions and put in where you're going, and it will tell you the fee, and you can easily just put in your coins to buy your tickets. So I'll show you how to do it just exactly. Alright, so you come through here, you can select your language. You can see here there's different tickets. You indicate which ticket you want to do, whether it's a child and an adult, or two adults, or two adults and two children. And then you can search your station that you're going to. It could be a bus, it could be a train, and once you select that, it shows you the amount. And then this is in yen, so 210 yen, and from there you input your coins or your cash into this machine, and from there you are able to complete your payment, and then the tickets are issued automatically, and you get your ticket, and if you have change, it will also issue change. As you can see, that is a very critical use case for ticketing and issuing, ticket for different options, whether it's buses or trains or whatever you have in your country or in your city. If you're one of the things that can easily make things very smooth and reduce the number of queuing and long lines and time to wait to get things going. And it's very, very, very effective. So still on ticketing, you can still use vending machines not just for transportation but also for events. So you can see here I am at Kids Plaza in Osaka, and here they have these vending machines as well to purchase your ticket. So you do not need to necessarily line up there, but instead you can come up here if they have them turned on, and you can buy your ticket right here. So again, another way of using vending machine. So ticketing is definitely a very good example, but again, not just for transportation companies, but also for events. So the classic vending machine use case is the typical one we're used to, where you have vending machine that is on the corner of a street or in a building selling drinks. As you can see, like this one here, you have different options. And so this is the classic vending machine use case. So here, if I want to buy a drink, I would be able to just go in and you put in the money. They give you the options for the coins. You have to use coins. So once you input the coins, and then it actually automatically turns on the different drinks based on the amount of money that you've put in. So if you put in like 200, all of a sudden every drink that is 200 and below turns on. So this one has turned on. You can see there's a blue light on it blinking, whereas this one is not blinking because it's 230. I only put in 200, so it's telling me I cannot purchase this one. So then after that, I can then select whatever drink I want. So once you select, and then it quickly comes down to this section and you can pick it up, and then you also get your change. So you're able to collect your change, and ta-da! So this is the typical use case that most people are familiar with, but I also want to show you the other use cases that are very eye-opening, especially for businesses and customers if you're looking to digitalize and automate your processes. So let's keep going. So here's another example of a vending machine that is used to finger foods or things like sandwiches, pizza. You can see here that you can actually, this vending machine here is right in the middle of a mall and a shopping center. And right here you have this one that you can come here and easily buy. And the same thing, you input your cash, so you can put notes here or coins. And then once you do that, you get to select which one. In this case here, each section is numbered 1 through 60, and then you can put the number in here. And so once you put the number in here, you're able to collect your food from here and you get your change, and that's pretty much it. So this is another way that you can use vending machine for fast food. Another use case for vending machine is to exchange currency. So if you're traveling to a new country or some visitors come to your country, usually they rely on going to the airport and finding like an exchange place. However, sometimes you may need to exchange currency during your trip in the middle of the town or somewhere. You can see the use of vending machine is to exchange currency. Here, you can see that you have like 3 easy steps to change. You select your language, you insert the cash you have, and then you get the local currency. So in this case, because it's the Japan yen, you can essentially exchange these 12 currencies into the Japan yen without any extra handling fees or so. So it's as easy as just selecting your language and then starting your transaction. And then you can input your cash in here, so over here, or your coins, and then the vending machine will give you the local currency. So this may actually end up being cheaper than going through an ATM machine because there is less of fees. But it's also convenient because sometimes not all ATM machines allow international cards. They don't support international cards. So this is one way that if you have your foreign currency in cash, you can easily come and exchange it into the local currency. So another very useful use case for vending machine. Another use case is using vending machine to manage your menu and ticket for food orders. So if you're a restaurant, a cafe, a bar, any of those, you can actually use vending machine to show your menu and then have your customers get the tickets before getting seated. That way you know exactly what they want to order and they've already paid up front. So let me show you an example of how that works here in Japan. Here I'm in front of this ramen noodle restaurant. It's right in Osaka and there is a queue here. All these people have already paid and I'll show you exactly how you do the payment so that you can be able to get in and just get your order as a customer. And for you as the restaurant owner, it's easy for you to know exactly what the customer has purchased. So let me show you exactly how I would do it. So over here they show you the list of the menu sets and the price, so you know what they have to offer. And then you come here and they have this machine here that also has the exact same menu listed with the price. So what I would do, I will essentially put my money, so it could use coins or notes, and then once I put in the money, then depending on amount I've put, you can see the ones that are blinking are the ones that are matching the money I've put in. So I put in 500 yen, and you can see all the ones that are below 500 yen are showing. So I can essentially select any of these, and once I select, I'll get a ticket, which I'll then submit inside to have my order provided to me. So as you can see here, the lady who works at the restaurant is coming out to talk to the customers who have already purchased their tickets, and she's collecting their orders, essentially using the tickets, so that by the time they get seated, their order is already being processed and they can get their food within a couple minutes. Usually I've been in this restaurant before and it took about maybe 5 minutes to get my order brought to my table. So that is a very practical and powerful use case for a lot of restaurants and cafes and even bars that can be used to streamline things and provide very great customer experience, but also make things easy for you as a business. So what are some of the key takeaways in terms of digital transformation and automation? You can see that there are so many use cases that are very practical and easy to implement, and it's a matter of just giving it a try, whether you're a small business or even a startup, and especially for those companies that are also, experienced and have long-lasting workflows that need to be automated. Vending machines could be the way to go as a gateway to digital transformation for you to try and test and learn what works for your users, and then you can be able to spend more effort into more complex technology and infrastructure. So if you're a company and you're looking for talent to help you with exploring this digitalization options, please reach out to Innovate Pod. We do have a number of remote tech teams in Africa and in Asia, and we can help you to explore these solutions as a proof of concept, but also for long-term implementation, so that your company can be able to be part of the digital economy. So reach out to us in the comment section and let's get to work. So now that you've seen all these amazing examples of how vending machines can be used to automate processes for both your users and customers, as well as for your internal employees, I want you to give it a chance. So whether you're a startup or a small business or even an established company, there are different ways that you can automate some of your processes using something as simple as a vending machine. So give it a try and let me know what your experience has been. In the meantime, have you ever wondered how working in South Korea could look like? If that's the case, watch this video next, where I show you working remotely in South Korea and some of the ways that you can maximize your time there. So watch this video next and I'll see you there.